Have you ever felt that ache, a quiet tremor deep inside, when you realize your words, your feelings, your very essence just aren't landing? It's a silent, internal echo, a feeling of being utterly alone in a crowded room, even with the people you cherish most. This isn't about being ignored. It's about being fundamentally unseen, unheard, misunderstood. A truth spoken, yet received through a distorted lens, leaving you feeling more isolated than before you even tried to explain. It's a sensation akin to whispering a profound secret into a vast canyon, hoping for connection, only to hear the hollow echo of your own voice return, amplified, yet still alone. This lingering feeling, this quiet disappointment, can wear down the most resilient spirit, leaving a subtle, persistent weight upon the heart. It's the universal human longing to be truly known, to have the intricate tapestry of your inner world recognized and held with tenderness by another, and the recurring realization that this longing often goes unfulfilled. What if the very act of expecting this understanding is what burdens us most? What if the key to peace lies not in finding someone who fully understands, but in letting go of the desperate need for it? That deep-seated longing for someone to truly grasp the intricate landscape of your inner world, the nuances of your joy, the depths of your sorrow, the complex motivations behind your choices. It's a primal human need, isn't it? To be known, to feel that another soul truly mirrors back the authenticity of your being. We pour out our hearts, our deepest fears and highest hopes, believing that if we just articulate it clearly enough, if we find the perfect words, the perfect inflection, then finally, they will see. They will understand. And when that understanding doesn't arrive, when you see a blank stare, a dismissive nod, or a well-meaning but utterly off-the-mark response, it leaves a hollow space. A sense of weary resignation settles in, a subtle disappointment that can chip away at your spirit, leaving you guarded, perhaps even a little bitter. You might find yourself retreating, building walls not out of malice, but out of a quiet, protective weariness. The energy expended in trying to bridge that gap, to translate your heart into a language they can comprehend, can be immense, leaving you drained and vulnerable. This expectation, though born of love and connection, often becomes a heavy unspoken demand we place upon others and upon ourselves. Think of those specific moments, the time you tried to explain a profound shift in your perspective, a personal evolution that rearranged your entire inner universe, only to be met with trivial advice or a quick change of subject, or when you shared a tender vulnerability, a deep wound, hoping for quiet empathy, but received judgment or a simplistic solution that felt utterly alien to the raw complexity of your pain. Perhaps it's in your closest relationships, where you feel a constant need to translate yourself, to simplify your truths, to mute your complexities, just to be heard on a basic level. You try to explain why you feel a certain way about your work, your dreams, your past, your spiritual path, only to find their interpretation is rooted entirely in thy experience, the logic, the world. Your carefully constructed explanation simply dissipates, like smoke in the wind, leaving no trace. You might even find yourself repeating the same explanations over and over, with increasing frustration, feeling like you're speaking a language no one else understands. It's like standing on opposite sides of a vast canyon, shouting across, hoping your voice will carry, but knowing the echo of your own words is the only true reply you'll receive. The chasm between your internal experience and their perceived understanding feels unbridgeable, leaving you in a quiet, lonely echo chamber. This persistent ache, this yearning for complete understanding from others, holds a profound and often harsh truth. They simply cannot. Not fully. They truly cannot. And it's not a failing on their part, nor is it a failing on yours. It's the inherent solitude of consciousness. Each of us is a universe unto ourselves, a labyrinth of memories, experiences, traumas, triumphs, and silent dialogues that no one else has ever walked. Your internal landscape is unique, shaped by every breath you've ever taken, every word you've heard, every feeling you've processed, every shadow you've faced, every light you've embraced. Their internal landscape is equally unique, a tapestry woven from different threads and patterns. How can one intricate universe truly comprehend another in its entirety? We glimpse, we connect, we resonate with shared points, but we never truly merge into one singular understanding. Their ability to comprehend your experience is always filtered through their own lens, their own history, their own interpretations of the world. They hear your words, but they translate them into their own language of understanding, which is inevitably different from the language you spoke from the depths of your being. This isn't a flaw in human connection. It's the fundamental architecture of being human, a beautiful and sometimes challenging truth. We are all walking our own sacred path, and while our paths may intersect and intertwine, they remain distinct. And here lies the path to healing, to a quiet kind of liberation. When we let go of the expectation that others understand us completely, we release ourselves from a profound burden. We stop trying to bridge an unbridgeable chasm with words alone. We stop exhausting ourselves in endless explanations, in the constant translation of our inner world, which often feels like trying to describe the color blue to someone who has only ever seen in shades of gray. This isn't about resignation. It's about a radical acceptance of individual sovereignty. It means turning inward, not to despair, but to discover the immense comfort and power in understanding yourself. When you become the primary witness to your own soul, the primary interpreter of your own experiences, the need for external validation diminishes. You begin to trust your own wisdom, your own feelings, your own truths, knowing that their validity doesn't depend on anyone else's comprehension. This newfound self-understanding becomes your anchor, your steady ground, no longer swayed by the shifting tides of others' perception. It allows for a deeper, more authentic self-love, one that doesn't crave external mirrors to confirm its existence, but rather shines from within, self-sufficient and complete. This is the quiet revolution of self-acceptance. This acceptance doesn't mean retreating into isolation or giving up on connection. Far from it. It actually frees you to connect more genuinely with a lighter heart. When you no longer demand full understanding, you can appreciate the moments of partial connection, the glimpses of shared humanity, with a new lightness and gratitude. You can revel in the joy of shared laughter, the comfort of a knowing glance, the warmth of a supportive presence, without the underlying pressure for them to fully grasp every intricate detail of your being. You learn to cherish the beauty of differing perspectives, knowing that their inability to fully see or comprehend your unique path doesn't diminish the validity or beauty of your own. You realize that true intimacy isn't about perfect mirroring, but about mutual respect for individual journeys, a willingness to walk alongside, even if the internal landscapes remain distinct and unknowable to each other. It's about holding space for another's unique world, just as you hold space for your own. This is a quiet strength, a profound peace that arises from embracing the beautiful solitude of your own unique existence. You learn to listen to your own inner voice, to soothe your own aches, to celebrate your own victories, knowing that the most crucial understanding you will ever receive comes from within. So, let go of the burden. Release the silent demand for perfect understanding from another. Turn gently inward and find the quiet, abiding solace in truly knowing yourself. For in that sacred space, within the silent chambers of your own heart and mind, you are always understood. You are your own truest companion, your own most empathetic listener, and in this realization, a deep and unshakable peace begins to bloom. Rest in this truth,